we have a tendency to be impatient and to overreact. We all have this. I'll give you an example here. You have a friend, and this is one of your close friends, and one day your friend says, I have an unexpected expense and I don't have enough money. Can I borrow some money? I will pay this thing off, and then eventually I will return your money to you. Now, you have a good relationship with your friend, you trust this person, and so you decide, okay, I will lend some money to my friend. Now, some time goes by and your friend has not yet paid you back. And you slowly start to become a little bit impatient. So you send your friend some messages and you give your friend a few hints. You're like, hey, I have some expenses coming up. I want to buy something, and I'm planning for a trip and it's going to require a little bit of money. So you send some messages to your friend and you get some basic responses, but your friend doesn't really take the hint. You haven't directly asked. A few days or weeks go by and you try to call your friend and you want to ask for the money directly, but your friend doesn't answer the phone. You're unable to reach that person. You try to visit your friend's home, but your friend is not home. And then you overreact, you get angry and you think, oh my God, I trusted this person and they broke my trust. They are not going to give me my money back. They have basically stolen this money from me, and now what am I going to do? And because of this, you eventually send your friend some really, really terrible voice messages where you say really cruel things to your friend. But eventually what happens is you realize that your friend was in the hospital and he or she could not reply because he had a serious problem, and actually your friend does have the money and can return it to you. It's just that they have been sick and they've been unable to reach you. They haven't been able to use their phone. It's been hard for them to contact anyone. But because of your impatience and your overreaction to the situation, you possibly lost a really good friend. And this is just one example, but we often have this tendency to become impatient and overreact because we refuse to look farther into the future. We are very short-sighted. We want everything now. We want instant gratification. Melanie.
所以翻译就是我们都有一种倾向，会表现出不耐心，或者是反应过度激烈或者强烈。就举个例子，一开始你有个朋友向你借钱，然后你借给了他，然后过了一段时间他没有还给你，你去找他，然后你没有很直接的说，你可能需要把钱还给我，但是你说，我要去旅游啊，或者是有什么做什么事情是比较需要钱的，但是他并没有怎么回应你，于是你就已经有点不耐心了。然后又过了一段时间，你去找那个朋友，打电话发信息他都不回你，然后你去他家里找他，他也不在家，然后你就开始变得非常不耐心，然后反应的也很强烈，就是你会给他发那种什么语音信息，去很激动的对他说话，然后发一些很恐怖的文字信息去攻击他，说你不还钱给我。但是他可能现在遇到了什么问题，就是躺在医院里啊，或者他根本就接不了电话，也回不了家，所以他是很无助的一个情况下，你去这个样子攻击他，然后反应的比较强烈，失去耐心的话，你可能就会失去这样一个朋友。所以很多时候我们都会有这种 不耐心或者反应很强烈的倾向。就是我们就是现在就想要这个东西，所以我们就会变得不耐心，而不会考虑更多的因素去冷静下来。OK.
Another example of how we are impatient and we overreact. This is a very simple one, but I think often we have this. We like someone and we send this person a message on WeChat or WhatsApp, and we want an instant reply. We send them messages, we get instant replies, and these messages are going back and forth quickly. And then suddenly we don't get a reply, and we think, uh-oh, did I say something wrong? Why are they not replying? Maybe they don't like me, maybe they're angry at me. We get impatient, and maybe we continue to send messages and we don't get a reply, and then we get angry because they're not replying and we think that they're being rude, but actually their phone battery has died, or they're doing something at the moment and they can't check their phone, they can't check their messages. But we often have this situation, we become impatient and we overreact. Melanie.
还有一个例子就是，当我们很喜欢一个人，不管是什么关系之中，我们会跟他微信聊天，然后当我们聊天的时候，我们会想要那种秒回，但是突然间那个人不是立即回复你的时候，你就会开始担心，我是不是说错什么话了，还是他不喜欢我了，是不是他生气了，然后就各种想这些东西，于是我们就会发很多的信息去给他，但是他还是没有回我们的话，我们就会有点生气，或者是不耐心，但事实上可能别人只是刚好手机没有电啊，或者是有什么事情要做没看手机，而我们反应的那么强烈，而且还想了那么多的话，其实是很多人很正常的一种现象。但是这个就是一个例子，来表现出我们有这种不耐心或者反应过度的倾向。OK。
In the present moment, we lack perspective. By lacking perspective, we are unable, what it means is that we are unable to compare, we are unable to see things from different angles. We're unable to see things panoramically from different angles. We are too close to the situation in the present moment. An example here. So you meet a new guy or a new girl and you think, oh my God, this person is perfect. I really like her or him. And you think that the relationship is going to be amazing, that you guys are completely suited to each other. But again, you don't really have any perspective. In the present moment, all you see is what you want to see. But as time passes, the person shows you more of herself or himself. You slowly realize that there are problems with the person. Their personality is a little unbalanced. They make very strange decisions, things that maybe you can't agree with. Over time, you get more information about the person. You can see the person in their different moods. You can see them as they communicate with different people. You understand more about their identity. Eventually you realize that actually this person has some serious psychological problems and you're really not suitable for each other. And because you have gotten perspective after some time passes, you're able to make better decisions. You might have to break up with this person. They might not want to break up with you. It might cause serious problems for years and years. They might affect you psychologically, and it might take a long time for you to recover. Melanie.
然后这一页就是讲，在当下的时候，当下某些事情发生的时候，我们可能很难以不同的角度去看待这件事情，所以，就打一个比方，一开始我们遇到另外一个人，然后，我很喜欢他，然后我会觉得我们两个就很合适，然后马上就在一起了。但是随着时间的推移，他会越来越多的表现出他不一样的一面，比如观察他和不同的人的交流方式，以及他不同的习惯以及兴趣爱好，我们慢慢发现他有很多的一些不平衡的问题，反映过来unbalance，然后甚至我们了解到他还有一些精神问题，就是与不同人交流的时候，所以我们就想跟他分手。但是呢，他又不想跟我分手，然后最后这个事情就会闹得很大，然后那一段你要分手的时间里，它会影响你，甚至导致你也有心理问题，精神问题吧，所以就是你刚开始打算和他在一起的时候，会没有考虑好，从不同的角度上去了解这个人到底跟你合不合适，而马上的就做了决定，但是它会影响到后期，即使你真的了解到他是跟你是不适合的，但是他还是一定程度的上对你的生活造成了影响。Okay.
I really like this. In the book, Robert Greene describes the mountain analogy. And I find that this is quite useful for understanding how to deal with short-sightedness. So he says that for us humans, locked in the present moment, it is as if we are living at the base of the mountain, locked in a thick forest. So when we're in this forest at the base of the mountain, it's very difficult to see anything except for what is immediately in front of us, the trees, the animals, the other people. We don't really understand what the forest even looks like. We don't know what the land around the forest looks like. But as we slowly start to move up the side of the mountain, we are then able to look down and to get a better picture or a better understanding of the forest below us. We can look further downward, we can look further away as we gain some height, and we can see things more clearly. We can see what things actually look like. And then as we move further and further up the side of the mountain, we have a much better idea of the complete situation. And from the top of the mountain, we finally see everything. But getting to the top of the mountain often takes time and effort. And in the same way, when we are trying to be more far-sighted, when we are trying to get more perspective, this too often takes time and it takes patience and really looking at the situation around us, not just looking at things in the present moment, stuck in the forest at the base of the mountain and unable to look further away. Melanie.
所以这个是一个类似于 mountain analogy， 就是山的类推法。反正意思其实就是，作为我们人类，我们 经常被限制在当下的一个时刻，当下，然后就好像我们现在正在山底下的一个茂密又狭窄的森林里，我们的视线都被遮挡住了，然后我们看不到我们周围的环境，我们旁边的地到底是什么样的，我们在一个什么地方。但是慢慢的，当我们爬上山，走得越高的时候，我们就能够看到，原来我们的刚才是在这样一个森林里，然后再慢慢的往上，我们就越来越能有一个新的理解，对于我们是在什么样的地方，以及我们这个环境的大局到底是怎么样的。但是这是需要很多耐心以及时间去以不同的角度去看待原本的那件事情或者你的环境，就好像我们一定要有耐心以及花时间去慢慢的爬到山上，才能了解到我们身边的环境以及下面的大局。最后我们才会从不同的角度去看待原本这样处理的一个问题。OK。